Hi, this is Alan Rigg from SalesCompensationStore.com. In previous videos, I explained why I don't recommend 100% commission sales compensation plans. In this video, I'm going to discuss three options for providing salespeople with an income floor. Those three options are salaries, recoverable draws, and non-recoverable draws. Now, the whole concept behind providing an income floor is to pay some guaranteed minimum amount of compensation. And the idea is to help salespeople pay their bills while they're building their pipelines. So what percentage of target income should be the floor? I typically suggest that for salespeople, it should be between 40% and 60% of the annual target income. This is enough money for them to pay many of their most important expenses, such as mortgages or rent, a car payment, putting food on the table. But it doesn't really pay for the fun things in life. Those should come from commissions. Now, as we look at the options for paying an income floor, the one we're all probably most familiar with is a salary, which is simply a fixed amount of money that's paid during a specified time period. So how does a salary differ from a draw? Let me explain it this way. With salary, you typically pay commission in addition to the salary, whereas a draw can be considered commissions paid in advance. So what happens is you pay a fixed amount of money during a certain time period, but at the end of the time period, you look at the actual commissions that were generated compared to what was paid and see what the difference is, whether it's positive or negative. If it's positive, you pay the additional amount in some future period, probably the following month. But if it's negative, now you have a decision to make, which gets us into the conversation about recoverable versus non-recoverable draws. In a recoverable draw scenario, if a salesperson does not generate enough commissions to cover their draw, they owe the company the difference, and they're going to have to pay back that difference prior to earning any additional commissions. They still get their draw, but before they get additional commission checks, they have to pay back any arrears. In a non-recoverable draw scenario, the slate is wiped clean on a monthly basis, and the salesperson does not go in the hole if they generate fewer commissions than draw dollars that were received. Now, why would a company want to pay a non-recoverable draw? Well, the reason is recoverable draws can feel punitive. When salespeople start going into the hole, it may or may not be a motivational factor. It may actually feel negative and reduce their motivation because at some point they look at it and say, how do I ever get out of this hole? So what I prefer is either a salary or a non-recoverable draw, and the way we protect you from getting taken to the cleaners is by closely inspecting the quantity and quality of your salespeople's activities. Now, one more comment I'd like to make is, you can reduce your exposure for both salary and draw by using guaranteed commissions for a period of time. In other words, perhaps I've got somebody that needs a higher floor to income than I typically would care to pay via salary or draw. I can pay them a lower floor to income, but guarantee some portion of commissions for a period of time. And this way, they receive the money that they need to pay their bills while they're building their pipeline, but I'm not locking myself into that higher obligation on an ongoing basis. So maybe you guarantee 50% of commissions for the first 3 months and 25% of commissions for the next 3 months, and after 6 months, the salesperson is basically working under the auspices of your compensation plan. That's the end of the content for this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call or send me an email. In my next video, I'll discuss whether commission should be calculated based upon revenue or gross margin. I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Goodbye for now.